Welcome back to our KSPR Community Close-Up. There are many organizations out there in the Ozarks that help homeless people. The problem is that sometimes people who look for help fall through the cracks. Well, now there's a new plan to help those who are less fortunate, and joining me now to talk about that is Doug Pitt. Doug, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, first of all, this homeless task force, kind of new.
It is.
6 weeks old,
Less than 2 months old, yes.
Okay. Well, overall, tell me what you're trying to do in Springfield.
We really had two charges. Originally, we wanted to work with the overflow shelter for emergency cold situations to get these families placed, as some of our surface agency beds were full. And then really it's the long-term plan. What are we going to do concerning homeless and the number of beds that we have, and working with those families that maybe have been in our shelters but now are ready to transition out, and really make more of a holistic view where we have our service agencies who are doing a great job, but we have a chance to work with the faith-based community, the business community, and really all look at this as a holistic view going forward, so there is some better planning.
Okay, well, I know that you guys set up something called the HTC,
yes.
The Homeless Traffic Control. I think you've been calling that. Okay, yes. Tell us what that is and how it works. That
was kind of a quick name in the meeting, just to kind of do the same semblance as air traffic control, where right now, if I need information for homeless, whether need it for myself or I have questions as a service agency, I'm kind of at the mercy of calling one agency, then calling another, and there's really not a desk for it to fall on. And the idea behind this HTC is really efficiency for just that, for more of an intranet-based solution where they can all communicate and have an instant read on what beds are available, where, and what kind of services or emergency services available. That the weather dictates that, and temperatures, that certain services may be in effect and others not at certain times. So, and then once we have that information at our fingertips, when the public calls and families, that it's ready. There's no calling around, having to jump on the phone and find it from this spot. Here you go. Here's where you need to be, and obviously it's to get families, kids placed immediately.
We call that one-stop shopping.
Love it. That's it.
Well, tell me, the organizations like the Kitchen and the Victory Mission, they've been around for quite a few years. They do great community work, and the community supports them. But how do people fall through the cracks? Is it just because the system's too big, or?
I don't think it's too big. We have to realize there's a lot of faces to the homeless population. There are some that really want help on their terms, all the way to the other extreme of situational poverty, where all of a sudden they've been thrust into it and they're trying to just grab straws to take care of an immediate situation, and everything in between. And we have to realize communication can be tough. A lot of times they're staying with a family member, but now they're gone and that they don't know where they're at, or prepaid minutes on a phone, the minutes have run out, so we don't have a number to track. And so you have all these dynamics from both extremes that make it tough in tracking. Even within our Springfield Public School System and our Care to Learn program, as we're tracking youth, communication is often the barrier to really know exactly the placement. So I don't know if they're falling through the cracks so much as we can't identify it. Maybe they did move on to housing, or truly maybe they are in an abandoned building. We just don't know.
Well, hopefully the HTC will help that a lot.
We're hoping.
Yeah. Yes. Good luck, Doug. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Well, now let's turn over to Kevin, who has more on our region.